Welcome brawlers, I'm the Hermit and I hope you're wearing your Sunday best for Mutant Mummy. Because our commander today is Jenova, Ancient Calamity. For 2 generic, 1 black and 1 green, we get a 1/5 legendary alien. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a number of +1/+1 counters equal to Jenova's power on up to one other target creature. That creature becomes a mutant in addition to its other types. Whenever a mutant you control dies during your turn, draw cards equal to its power. So we want to make Jenova bigger, we want to play creatures that we can grow, and to make sure those creatures die during our turn. For the first part, we're gonna be playing cards like Boreal Outrider. Whenever we cast a creature spell, if we spend snow mana on any of the spell's colors, that creature enters with a +1/+1 counter. Vivien Arkbow Ranger. Receive 2 +1/+1 counters among up to 2 target creatures. To help us deal with number 1 and number 3, we have dissection tools. Whenever this equipment enters manifest threat, then attach this equipment to that creature. Equip creature has +2/+2 and the touch and lifelink. Equip, sacrifice a creature. So not only can we equip this to Jenova, give her +2/+2, but also by doing that we're gonna be sacrificing a creature, so hopefully one of our mutants. We also have Rishkar, Peema, Renegade. When it enters, put a +1/+1 counter on 2 creatures, and creatures you control with a counter on it have tap to add green mana. Warden of the Grove from Tarkir Dragonstorm. At the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Whenever another non-token creature enters, it endures X, where X is the number of counters on this creature. So if we curve this into Jenova, she becomes even bigger, and every subsequent creature we play is gonna come with even more counters. Another cute synergy, since Jenova is not a human, we have mutate creatures. When we cast this spell, we can put it under or over, usually over because they have bigger stats. We put them over Jenova, we get a mutate trigger, and she grows bigger. In the case of Gemracer, she becomes a 4/4, and when it mutates, destroy an artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. We also have Dirgebat, also known as Batrat Dark Destroyer. Mutates for 4, but it gives flying, and when it mutates, destroy target creature of Planeswalker and opponent controls. Auspicious Tyrix, when it mutates, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile X permanent, where X is the number of times this creature has mutated. So if we have multiple mutates, we can stack them into Auspicious Tyrix and get even more value. We have Sotosk Demolisher. When this creature mutates, destroy target non-creature permanent. Its controller creates a 3/3 green beast. And also Migratory Greathorn. When this creature mutates, search your library for a basic, put it on the field tapped. So we can get Jenova to a 3 power or even 6 if we have the right cards. And while she grows, she can give her buff to other creatures, so we're gonna be playing Changeling Outcast. This creature can block and can't be blocked. Gas Guzzler, when it enters, we start our engines, and if we have max speed, we can sacrifice another creature vehicle to draw a card. And obviously we're gonna sacrifice a mutant, so it's not gonna be just the one card, but hopefully a full new hand. We have Pelt Collector. When it has 3 or more counters on it, it has Trample. Tenacious Pop, when it enters, we get a boon. The next creature enters with a +1 counter, a trample counter, and a vigilance counter. For a little bit of quick card draw, we have Dark Confidant of Nephalia. He makes 2/2 black zombies with Decay, which means at the end of combat they die. So if we put a counter on one of them, it becomes a 3/3. When it goes to combat, it dies, and we get to draw 3 cards. Since we are running snow basics, we have Sculptor of Winter, as well as Blood on the Snow. Another card from Final Fantasy that I really like in this deck is Dark Knight's Greatsword. It's an equipment, it gives +3/+0, it makes a hero token, which is notably not a human, but it has equipped pay 3 life. So if we have Jenova after this, she immediately becomes a 4/5, and she makes the hero a 5/5. And for our sacrifice part of the deck, we have Sephiroth, Fabled Soldier. When it enters or attacks, we sacrifice a creature, and we also drain our opponent. We have Vraska, Golgari Queen. You may sacrifice another permanent. If you do, gain 1 life, draw a card. Or she can be Abrupt Decay, which you also run. -3, destroy target non-land permanent with mana value 3 or less. We have Skyfisher Spider. When it enters, sacrifice another creature. If you do, destroy target non-land permanent. We also have Liliana Dreadhorde General. -4, each player sacrifices 2 creatures. And passive ability, whenever a creature you control dies, draw a card. The Githros Ravenous Ride. Trample Haste, its amount. And when it deals combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice a creature that settled it this turn. If you do, draw X cards, then put up to X lands from your hand onto the battlefield tapped, where X is the sacrifice creature's power. So even a 3-3 is good enough. We play the Gitrog, mount it, and the end result is we draw 6 cards because of the Gitrog combined with Jenova. And because I like me some Dark Confidant, we have the original as well as Caustic Bronco. That's the deck. Let's head into the queue and do our best Magneto impression by unleashing mutants onto our opponent. BP. Okay. And this is gonna be black. We have removal. We have creatures. So let's play them out. Glittering Stockpile. Let's get Cameo of Whispered Hopes. And this adds only red mana. Or it can add mana of any color if they sacrifice it, but I don't think opponent will. Okay, let's go for BB. Can't be countered. Hardened Bonds. We will go to combat, attack with our Broodscale. Vivien. Unable to scream, so we should adapt, get a creature, get a token. And it put Curiosity on a BB. Here we need to... okay, let's Bitter Triumph. Pay 3 life. Adapt on the Broodscale again, or rather put the counter, get the Scion again, and opponent concedes. Yeah, we still have another answer for BB. And then putting their Curiosity before they could draw was a mistake, I think. They should have played Curiosity and then Unable to Scream, not the other way around. But It's fine for us, we got the win. Good games. Against Tatioba Venti Druid, start with that Kami, of course. Not too fast, but we have enough plays. Meanwhile, opponent is gonna be ramping and getting to 5 mana, so that they're gonna be ramping, and then they're gonna be attacking, saddling, and getting to draw a card, sacrifice a creature with lands into play. Gain Signet. So next turn we can Tumblewag and then either Jenova or Binding the Old Gods. If our opponent ramps with lands, then it's Jenova. If they ramp with creatures, it's Binding. Emerald Medallion. That could be Binding. Romox and Tatioba, I guess. Overlord of the Huntwoods. That needs to go. It seems like opponents place their commander, draw 1 card. Maybe another if they ramp. Azusa, okay. 2 more cards. 4 more cards. And let's see what payoff they have here. I mean, maybe not right this second, but during their turn, they're gonna be casting something big. Should we be worried? Oracle of Moldaya for even more lands. And they have a Pact of Negation. Harrow, more lands. So we pretty much need to win here because of their pact. Okay, they destroy, they use their Field of Ruin. Okay. We play our colony. They use their pack here. So we're gonna saddle. I'm gonna put counters here, but you are gonna put them here. Okay. Jump there. Let's kill Azusa. Opponent counters. Let's see what they do now. Okay, more lands, more lands. As long as they don't have anything that stops us, should be fine. Green Warden of Murasa. That's 2 cards, but I think we still win. We can definitely trample for almost 20. Some high teens. Ooh, that's an extra turn, but a little too late. Okay. So I think we might have this. Just to be safe, let's play the Trawler. Oh, they were 1 away. If they got their removal, then that meant we would for sure not win. You're gonna go on the Collector, you're gonna go on Jenova. We're gonna double the Pelt Collector, and that's GG's. 33. You cannot block 20, so you take 13 plus. And also 8 from our other creatures. Heroic Intervention, that's fine. It's not the Fairy's Protection. And minus 10, okay. Yeah, it was lucky that they didn't get their temporal manipulation until they were out of mana, otherwise we were in for it. Good games, good games. Nissa Resurgent Animist. So, landfall. Let's hope they don't have turn 1 ramp. Otherwise we might be able to pressure them enough. We have a Ajara Soulstorm, and we follow up with Innkeeper's Talent. And it seems okay. I almost thought they had it. On the plus side, green means no removal. So that's always nice. Glimpse the core, which means they're gonna double trigger Nissa next turn, probably. Alien. And let's see if we get a fourth land. And Rampant Growth. Okay, so they get an elf. They get, if they get a 1-drop elf, okay, it's a 3-drop elf. But it seems like they had their 1-drop in hand. Oh, Kami. But no land to follow up. Oh, Flare of Cultivation. Okay. Just free spell, nothing. Already at 7 mana. Yep. Fair, good old fair magic. Guess we're gonna get a card with Outthorn. But which one? I guess a land. Probably. Definitely. Or we could not. Nah, because we have our rats in hand, so. Land is peachy. Tireless Provisioner. Emergent Sequence. Okay, as long as they are not getting a payoff, we're okay. Okay, that is a payoff, technically. So this will be Gix's command. Okay. We go Jenova first, then put counters on Kami, then more counters on Kami. Okay. Let's see if opponent wants to trade. Surprise, they don't. So, kicks his command. Opponent sacrifices. And do you wanna kill their land? No, just counters on Jenova. And that's enough for our opponent. Okay, so we have a 6/10 commander, which will buff for 8 next turn. And we also have the Great Cage, we have Emperor of Bones, and in case we need to reset the board, Blood on the Snow. So, good games, Nissa. Against Arkbow. This conjures the Bloodfast. We should be ramping and maybe even removing it with Haywire Might. And it's also a weird card because it essentially amounts to land ramp in those colors, which they don't usually get. I mean, it's no conditions, no questions asked. White gets it if they are behind, but I will just ramps if you want. Pure Triumph on our creature. Okay, so let's play that land. Go on the offensive. And also it's a, well, it's a 3-1, so not as damaging as a 3-3. Let's get Jenova. Counters on the Broodscale. Spawn an Eldrazi. And I guess kill the witch. Okay, not, don't kill the witch then. So since we have the Gitrog, what should we do here? Guess we can put more counters on the Broodscale, get another Eldrazi, and draw 4, maybe 8 cards. Yeah, we should draw 8 cards. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's when he dies. Okay, so it is a question asked. I thought it was when he entered. My bad. My analysis was all wrong. Here we go. We're gonna take you for a ride, opponent. Take action. It deals damage to the thing. Sacrifice, but we draw from Jenova first. Oh. Oh, what happened? Oh yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it has to. Everything has to resolve before we get Jenova to go off. So here we kill Bitter Blossom. Have to discard one. I guess it's regular land. Okay. Yeah, now we had Sotos Demolisher. Opponent didn't know, but Jenova becomes a 6-6. Gitrog becomes a 12-12. And the other creature just is gravy on top. Good games, Arkbow. I really thought you were an Enters trigger, so I was more afraid that I needed to be. Kefka, Court Mage. Let's hope we can be aggressive enough so that we can empty our hand and we have nothing to discard to Kefka. Also, please don't Rathos. So top Demolisher, that's gonna be key, I guess. Well, a 4th land is gonna be even more important, but fear of missing out. They are already stopping our aggression. Yeah, so we are in trouble. Definitely. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that a 2-3 would stop us in our tracks? Opponent kills the Bronco. We're gonna play a tap land. We're hit the Bronco and pass. The Celestus and removal. Okay. So here we go. Now what should we discard to Kefka? Okay, I guess if our opponent trades, we're gonna get 3 cards. We don't mind that one bit. Bolas de Citadel, okay. Damnation. I guess that calls for desperate measures, which means here okay, we can just play the might, I guess. Stock up, opponent going even further down on life. Emmet Selch. Oof, oof, oof. We play Narnlit Colony. Goldspan Dragon. Okay, so opponent is really pulling ahead against us. And is this Treasure Cruise? Dig through time? Treasure Cruise. Okay. We have only 6 mana, so what should we do? Let's go for our commander. And then we'll go from there. Cruel Ultimatum. Yeah, let's concede here. The Gitrog monster. So we have removal, 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 and a mutation. Sass's Chocobo. And let's let it think it can fly. Okay. Okay. Sorry, baby chick. Into the north, of course. Here we play Evolution Sage. Opponent kills it. So now we get our commander. And I guess we're gonna buff the rider. They play the Gitrog. If they play a fetch land, okay, they don't. But if they had, that would mean they get to draw a card. So no counters this turn. And we pass. If they play the Gitrog again, we can Murderous Rider it. Swift End. Summon Titan. That's also good enough. Okay, can we do everything here? No. So we should just destroy the land here. Horse escape. Submit 0. And opponent is one land further from their commander. Tifa Lockhart. And Nature's Rhythm that needs quadruple green, which it seems like they don't have. Vraska Golgari Queen. Okay. Are you gonna sacrifice your token? You are. So that's at 6. I think we need to kill it before combat. Sorry, we need to kill Tifa and then hit Vraska. We could gain more life, obviously, with if we buff the rider and do that after combat. Okay, that's the Gitrog. So let's get you here. And you're gonna put a counter here and here. Then you're gonna buff the rider. And opponent has a bad choice. They block our rider, it dies, we draw 15. Oof, and they concede because drawing 15 is no joke. Okay, so we can play the Great Change, Ozolith, another Ozolith. And yeah, we pretty much had it. Good game, opponent. Thorin Grim Nemesis. I think they are control, so we need to be fast. Narglith Colony, and then Tumblewag, followed by Kodama. Put a counter, now we have Trample. Restoration of a Ganjo. And that's a Blood in the Snow. So here we saddle. gonna get 2 swamps. Opponent is gonna ramp a little bit, I guess, or maybe get another card. I don't know. Okay, it's, yeah, command tower, take it back. And I think this is a Wrath. Kaya's Wrath. So here we play our commander, Plague Mask Vandal, and in, I guess Gnarled Colony. Put a counter on the Vandal and pass. Inquisition that can take Bronco or Rishkar. I don't know which I would take if I was opponent. Rishkar, okay. And we shot making on our commander. So do we wanna play Bronco? I guess we kinda wanna. And we are gonna mutate onto the Bronco because the changeling is also a human. Search for glory, a legendary, or a snow, or a saga. I'm thinking saga. Okay, Elspeth conquers death. Solemn Simulacrum. And here, what do we do? Let's get Jenova. We're gonna hit our opponent for 3. And let's see if they take Jenova with their saga here. Okay, it seems like that's the plan. Guardian Idol. Okay. So let's replay our last turn. They have mana up because they can animate their idol. I mean to say they have priority. Because they have mana up for their idol. Dark Confidant. And what do they need here? Soaring.
Through feud or feast, your blood is mine.
That's -5.
Decisive action.
To the command zone. Not this time. Now we don't want to get Sorin back. So we're gonna attack our opponent. We're gonna... oh, it needs to be 3. So you're not gonna saddle here. That's a Gitrog. Okay, opponent's gonna chump block. And because they see our Gitrog, let's see how they handle this next turn. They return, I guess, Solemn. Oh, Spirited Companion. If we went after Sorin, they could bring him back and then even gain more life. Okay, good game, opponent. Good game. So I guess that was the key decision for us. Also, them getting Elspeth Conquers Dead. I don't know what other creatures they had, or what other sagas, legendaries, or snows. Snows, I don't think they have anything but lands. So it's a saga or legendary. Maybe another Planeswalker that gains them life. Maybe a saga that gains them life. But Elspeth Conquers Dead wasn't the play, I think. Good games though. Live long and prosper, Tombound. They're probably gonna ramp with artifacts since they're Rakdos, which means Cranker Bloom and Binding the Old Gods are gonna be cards that we want to play. Auspicious Starix. Hopefully we get that the turn after Jenova. Okay, yeah, gain Signet. And Moxamber. Oof. Okay, let's play Gnarlid Colony. We're gonna attack with the Cranker Bloom and destroy the Signet. Next turn we should go Jenova and then try to mutate and then mutate some more. And get the pressure going. So that means they have removal. Do we play into it? Let's play into it, I guess. Okay, so it's sacrifice removal. So what should we do next? Let's play Binding. Goldspan Dragon, okay. It stomp us. Over. Destroy Moxamber. And then we get to play Sephiroth, but we're not gonna sack. We're gonna buff Sephiroth to become a 7/7. Makes a treasure. And let's see what they got. Sterile creatures and they create treasures, okay. Kind of rough. But we come back better and stronger. Although yeah. We have 7 mana. Opponent plays their commander. And Bone Crusher, get a treasure back. There's rewards points. Get some cash back. Okay, so here we Auspicious Tarics over. We get the one land and Sculptor of Winter. So let's make you an 8/8. No attacks. And next turn we're gonna kill our Sculptor and draw all the cards in the world. Okay, Blood and Snow. They get their dragon back to the command zone. Stormkill Antist. And let's get Jenova. We need something here, otherwise we're gonna lose. So I'm thinking, okay, that's gonna kill us. And that too. No, that's not it. Let's get some damage and see if we can make something happen. Okay. I guess we need our own blood in the snow. Get a flyer. So I guess we are not dead, but we're still on the back foot. Unexpected windfall. And every treasure can draw them a card if they use their Skullport. Prosper. Then play a land, get a treasure. Okay, if they attack with the artists, we're gonna block. Opponent gets Inquisition of Kozilek. Okay. I guess we should be thinking about drawing. We have 13 mana. So let's put a counter here. Should we do this? Yeah, that's gonna gain us some life, so we're gonna draw 10. And we can pile on if we sacrifice the Disciple. You cannot do the thing, okay. Then why did you tell me you could do it? Ah, that's bad then. Let's see if opponent can kill us here. Not. Then we might just win this jet. Precision, that has a couple of options. They take the removal. And they're gonna be drawing cards, of course. I mean, we can't complain, we have drawn like 20. Oh, we're at 63. Opponent is only at 73. Okay, they keep drawing and drawing. That's a good sign. Seize the spoils for more draw. And they attack. So let's block here. Actually, we're going to gain the life, so let's block like this. Okay, opponent sacks 2 treasures to draw a card. They play Lightning Bolt on Disciple. And they draw another card, I guess? Okay, they don't. Because they added red mana instead of black. And they make us exile our commander. Huh. Okay, we should pile on. You may sacrifice another creature. Okay. Let's play you, then you. Then if we go like this, okay. Can sacrifice you, then put the counters on the Warden. And then we kill Goldspan. And we can pile on. I guess it didn't matter the timing. Okay, that's why we needed to do it earlier. But now we can sacrifice the spider to gain 14. Okay, yeah. We could gain 14 life and draw a bunch of cards because we cast Jenova, it enters with 3 counters, then we get another 3. Draw all the cards, play dice. We cannot play dissection tools if we play our commander. But yeah. We managed to bring victory from the jaws of defeat. Thanks to the spider and a little bit of pylon. And obviously all the cards we drew from our commander. So good games, Prosper. Good games. You also drew a bunch of cards. 65 against 62. So it was a card advantage adult game. Seems like our opponent is on the lamb. They're gonna be casting on creatures, so maybe they are trying to mulligan until they can ramp into lamb and then play a 0 cost, so they get a Monastery Mentor right away. Okay, so they keep 6. Ogis Labyrinth. Exiling Summon Bahamut. Okay, Blood on the Snow is actually very useful here. Let's play Hardened Bonds. And then we're gonna go Great Knight's Sword, Dark Knight Great Sword, and if we have the mana we go into Jenova, otherwise we play Anguirus, remove one of their mana rocks, hopefully. Maybe we kill it here. Come back wrong. I mean, the play with come back wrong is usually after we have our commander. We kill something our opponent and we bring it back, put the counters on it, and draw cards at the end. Carved Obelisk. Let's see if we get a land here. We don't. So it is the sword. And the heroes are not humans, so we can mutate. And then goes for lamb, and they have mana to follow up. Pacification. Okay. So we should get Pelt Collector and mutate. We can equip, but we're holding on for Jenova. Since we're gonna move it in either way, we Don't want to pay extra life needlessly. Opponent plays Shadow Spear. Ashnod's Altar. Oh. They are gonna equip by sacrificing a monk, or they are gonna cast something else, something big. Paradox Engine. Now blocks, we take the damage. Okay. I guess we concede they're gonna get their summon Bahamut here. Dabriel, this is a discard Dabriel, so let's try to get our lands. Okay. Oddthorn into Mask Bundle, goes back in from opponent. So at the beginning of each opponent upkeep, if they have one or fewer cards, they lose 2 life. Or double deals 2 damage. Same deal. Okay, that's Dabriel.
Make this quick.
Think we discard.
Let's tidy up.
Pylon. And we're gonna... Oh, that doesn't do anything, I guess. Let's get the land and attack Dabriel.
Our contract is voided.
This is damage to creature or planeswalker. Player discards an on land. Okay. What to do here? Do we wanna kill this guy? Yes, we do.
I am Scala's vengeance, and I'm coming for you next.
And if they force us to discard, we send the Nodal Elemental Blast. The Raven Man. Okay, that's a good one. Let's get our commander. Put 2 counters on her. Okay, and then we get to search something with Ayara, so opponent concedes. Good games, good games. Nicole Bolas got Pharaoh. Opponent. What's going on? Okay. Let's play our Tomb tapped. I am ready to brawl, opponent. They make us discard. Let's send you. And decline. They heist us some more. Let's mutate then. Over and get a land. Binding the old gods. Guess we kinda have to. Ask Vandal, destroy the binding. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile and lose. Okay. And let's get Sephiroth here. Okay, get our land. Damnation. Drain our opponent some more. And we're gonna name Alien. What do you have here, opponent? Abomination. Mask Vandal, Jadar, and our Mutate. They play the Vandal. And they exile our talent. I'm very clearly missing red mana, so let's see if that's their undoing. Okay, Cyclonic Rift. Dragon's Call Summit tapped for opponent. Attack with the Bronco, I guess, and not. And take the damage. Opponent's gonna block, trade. Oh, that means we get to draw 6. Okay. Let's see what can we do here. To this we have 2 mana. So you and you, or you and you, or just you. Maybe we play you next turn then. And so here, get the Warden and the Druid. Is this Nicol Bolas? Okay. Another Wrath. Okay, no, it's Nicol Bolas.
Look upon my omnipotence.
They are gonna steal from us. They steal a Tumblewag.
Easy thing to waste.
So here we go. We put counters on you. That means we get to Gix's command, destroy 5. Over. Mutate over, kill Nicol Bolas.
Celebrate all you
Then
want.
what?
I shall return.
This isn't... okay. Gonna attack like that. Six, and we get destroy creature with power 2 or less, and return up to 2. We're gonna get Great Horn and Sephiroth. And why not? Let's play the Gosler. Create a 1/1. Opponent plays Grenzo, they're gonna heist us, but Grenzo is nerfed, so they can only play mana value 3 or less for free. So let's see what they get. And I think we need trample here, otherwise I don't know if our commander can get us there. They get Emperor of Bones. They get Dragaman. The Emperor can take Caustic Bronco, Masked Vandal, or Tumblewhack. They go for the Bronco. Okay, so we're gonna block and jump. Ooh. So what should we do here? We're gonna full mutate. Okay, yeah, that was gonna be hard for opponent. We mutate, kill a creature, boom, kill a land, give them a 3/3, mutate again, kill one of their lands, destroy, destroy. And yeah, we can then give it +2/+2, Death Touch and Lifelink. So yeah, I think we had it. Good games, Nicol Bolas. Good games.